Good.
Let's
get it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of High School Baseball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We are live from Peaceful Valley here on Heart of Ohio Sports today for this SBC Lake matchup between the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes and the Clyde Fliers. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Jacob Studebaker Ellis. We have Brendan Blatt on the main camera, Emily Ackerman doing some shadow work for us today. Thanks for tuning in here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors. As Jackson Little got the strike out there to record the first out of the game. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, Clouse Construction, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore. That went in there for a strike. UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. Those are all your proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. As here's the 0-1. And that one catches the plate, and it's quickly 0-2 here with one out in the top of the first.
Good breaking stuff already. Thrown in a couple times here to the number 2 hitter.
That one outside. Makes the count 1-2. I want to give a big shout out to our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, as I had some issues with the camera getting everything set up here as the SBC Lake famously their early start times of 4:45. If that was a SBC River game or SBC Bay, we'd still be having plenty of time to get this one set up. But not only do they start at 4:45, but this one, Jacob, started about 5 minutes early.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we are. Oh, my gosh. I didn't even realize that.
They are not messing around over here, ready to get this one going.
Yeah, and also got to give a thank you to Heidelberg for the last-minute change here.
Big shout out to Heidelberg for the venue change, as this was originally scheduled to be a Tornado home game. The southpaw misses with the first pitch. 2 down here in the top of the first. Get your starting lineups here in just a moment. Jackson Little, the 1-0, fouled off to the right. First base side, this one's going to get out of play near the bullpen. Tiffin Columbian comes into this one at 1-6 overall. They did have a game last night against Elmwood that was suspended due to rain. It will be made up at a later date. Not sure if they're going to pick it up where they left off, but I think it was top of the 5th, 1 out. And Columbian was leading 3-2 in that one.
Okay.
But it started pouring down rain, and they said, all right, that's enough.
We have not been blessed with weather so far these past couple weeks.
It's Ohio. That's what you get. I mean, last year, April was pretty nice, so I guess it's like an every other thing, huh?
I guess so.
And the 1-2 misses outside. It's 2-2 with 2 outs here. Well, look at that banner hanging out the window right there, catching it on the pitch cam. I like that.
Whoever put that up there, they must be pretty cool.
Skilled.
I would say so.
Let's see if it stays. Speaking of let's see if it stays, it's a full count here. This one fouled off to the left. Colt Flores, the batter. Watches it. Strike 3 called. Jackson Little comes back to punch him out after falling behind. 1, 2, 3, go the Flyers. Tornadoes up to bat next here in the bottom of the first. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. I'll tell you about our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, folks. I'm telling you, when you talk about local food, you don't get much better than Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. You talk about the flavor, the freshness of the ingredients, the friendliness of the staff, the experience of the staff. But when you really break it down, I mean, you go in there and the feeling that you get when you walk in there and the spaciousness of the place. You know, I mean, if you got a big group, that's the place to go. So, once again, big shout out to our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. You can call in your order for pickup or delivery, or you can stop in and dine in that spacious dining room at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, where the flavor hits before the first pitch.
You're making me hungry, and we just started.
I'm telling you, man. That's the way to go. Our post-game show tonight brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. All mound visits today will be brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. The instant replay tonight brought to you by Clouse Construction. Hopefully we got that fixed and ready to go tonight.
Yes, sir.
We were working on it, so we're hoping it's good to go. It was testing fine at the studio, so we'll see. Player of the Game presented by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Keys to the Game brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore, and our Player Spotlight presented by Vicek Orthodontics. We also want to thank UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision for all their contributions to the broadcast here today. If you want to add your name to that list, folks, still got plenty of room. Shoot us an email, sales@heartofohiosports.com. There's no better way to show your support for local sports. People remember those names.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why those sponsors keep coming back. First pitch to Johnny Bremeyer. He checks his swing. That one misses. It's quickly 2-0. Bremeyer gotten off to a little bit of a slow start this year, as he hits this one right to the shortstop. Squared up on it, but just hit it right where somebody was standing.
You mentioned that kind of slow starts of the year. It's frustrating when you hit it on a rope like that. You still can't get the hit.
I was just going to mention he's batting .200 on the season, but on base percentage of .407. So he's still doing his part to get on base.
Oh, yeah. As a senior, he's learned the strike zone and kind of adjusted his approach over the past couple of years, and we've had the honor of covering a lot of those games where it's been in the process.
Oh, yeah. This one fouled at the plate. Jace Audius at the plate. Jace batting .158 on the year, .385 on base percentage. He's got 3 singles, 4 runs, and 2 walks on the year. Swung on and missed.
Mentioned a lot of low averages, but high on base percentage, so these Tornadoes going to get deep in the count here.
Jonathan Lance on the mound for the Flyers. And that pitch misses. Boy, that was close.
Yeah. Gonna get that head tap for the ABS challenge here?
No pitch clock down here today. The 2-2 in the dirt, or in the turf, I guess.
One of them.
Lance comes into this one with a 5.5 ERA. This will be his third start of the year. He is 0-1. That one swung on and fouled at the plate.
Ah.
So he'll stay alive with a full count here. 3-2 with one out. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And I think that was pretty much about the same pitch that Audius watched a couple pitches ago go by.
Just painted it.
So 2 down here. That'll bring up Jackson Little. Little leads the Tornadoes in batting average, hitting .458 coming into this one. I'm usually very thankful for the Chris Higgins SBC stats website. Does a great job compiling stats for the SBC all season long. This is the first year I've seen where only 2 of the 6 teams submitted stats.
Yeah, I was looking before the game, too.
Columbian, Clyde, there's no stats for either one of these teams on Higgins' website. And I understand they're doing it on Game Changer. They're probably like, you know what, I'm not going to do it in 5 different places. I'm doing it one place. I got to coach a game. I'm not worried about stats.
Fair.
But, like, for guys like me, it makes it a little harder because I like to look at the league leaders. I like to look at who's, I can't tell who's leading the league in anything right now because as Jackson Little flies out to left field on a 1-2 count. Tornadoes go 1-2-3. We head to the second inning here. No score here on Heart of Ohio Sports between Tiffin Columbian and Clyde. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, and we're back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins and Jacob Studebaker Ellis with you here on a beautiful Friday evening at Peaceful Valley Field on the campus of Heidelberg University. No score as we start the second inning here. Jackson Little went 1-2-3 on the top of the first. Brendan Blott and Emily Ackerman on camera for us here today. As always, we've got Cam out in center field.
Oh, yeah. Love Cam. Cam always does good work.
Excellent camera operator out there.
Both pitchers had a pretty good first inning there. Got a couple Ks. Their defense really didn't have to do too much for them.
Right. And that's what you want. I mean, that's how you want to start out. Keep your pitch count low. Don't get into the, extended counts with some of these hitters.
Well, especially Tiffin, it seems like they're pretty good at drawing walks, so you want to get them out early in the count if you can.
Yeah.
Just pump the strike zone.
Of course, Jackson Little coming into this one. Take a look at his pitching stats, as this will be his first start of the year. He's appeared in 4 games. I went in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Little's allowed 7 runs. 2 of those were earned. He's given up 12 walks, struck out 18. He's got a 1.31 ERA. Batters are hitting just 158 against him.
Some pretty solid numbers.
Yeah. I mean, he was really solid last year.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you're a freshman on a team like that, took down the number 1 seed in their region last year when they defeated Defiance. You gain a little bit of experience from that, especially you watch a guy like Isaiah Tills all year and how he carries himself, how he conducts himself. And even Tills, there was a nice strikeout there once again. Tills struggled to start out last year but came back strong at the end of the year. And that's kind of, Jackson Little knows it's a long season. So some of these guys, they just got to kind of weather the storm at the start of this season, but he started out on fire so far.
Yeah, and I mean, to your point, some guys start off hot and cold, and we mentioned Bremeyer only hitting 200 to begin the season. So, you take that into account, he'll start heating up. But yeah, that postseason run at the end of the year really helped these Tornadoes out.
This one hit into foul territory. Connor Reese over to make the play in foul territory near our cameraman. As Brendan Blott down there got a first-person point of view camera angle of that one. Nice shot.
I think you should have tried to make the grab. Just call everyone off like, I got it.
That's hilarious. 2 down. Here in the top of the second, Jackson Little comes set. Here's the pitch. This one fouled straight back. Out of play. Dawson Jeffrey watches that one in there. It's 0-2. Jeffrey on the season, just 1 hit in 14 at-bats. Little comes set. Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the high fastball.
It's got some good pop to it.
I think he was hitting low 80s last year with his fastball. So
as a freshman?
Yeah, he's
Sheesh.
got some velocity. But I'm impressed with his movement. This kid's got some really nasty stuff. When he's got the curveball locating.
Yeah, that breaking ball is just dipping crazy. Especially at this level, it's really going to, if you can have that effective second pitch, you're going to be one of the best arms.
I think he's got multiple pitches. I think he's got more than just 2, but I'm not sure. The way I saw it last year, I mean, he's got some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He had hitters chasing some bad pitches last year. And that one, Jeffrey earns himself a walk after being down in the count 0-2. Comes back, 4 straight balls by Jackson Little. That'll put a runner at first with 2 down.
Tried a couple different options to put him away. Tried a breaking ball, tried the heater upstairs, but good discipline there. Good 2-out walk.
And that'll bring up Peyton Hill. Hill doing the catching duties for the Flyers today. This one fouled straight back and probably going to hit the dugout here, maybe.
Oh, missed.
Just missed. Hopefully it didn't. Hopefully it missed the blue car behind it too. Hill comes into this one batting .333. 3 hits in 9 at-bats. This one laced into left field and unable to make the play as the left fielder. And that is not good. He's unable to make the play, but also unable to get up after the play, and a run will score. Hopefully he's okay. Not.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw what happened there.
Yeah,
But
I don't want to see a replay either.
Nope. I didn't get one. So
I'm going to go ahead and step aside, take a quick timeout, folks. We'll be back. You're watching high school baseball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
With you here, as the left fielder was able to make it off the field on his own power. That one right off the face. I'm not sure exactly where it hit, but that is going to be a painful thing to recover from. But he's a tough kid, man. That's Jace Audius out there in left field. If I know anything about that kid, he's probably not going to miss much playing time because it's his senior season. He's going to want to get right back out there, but, man, prayers go out to him. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery because that did not look good. First pitch misses outside. 1-0 Flyers. 2 down here in the top of the second.
Swung through that one.
Count is 1-1 on Flewelling. In there for a strike. It's 1-2.
Throwing 2 straight heaters past him and hasn't been able to catch up to either one.
Flewelling hitting 111 coming into this one. But he does have 4 walks, so he's got a good eye. That one low. Evens the count at 2-2. Now, Jacob, what are you? Are you a long socks guy? Are you the stirrups? Are you,
Oh, I was the stirrup like he has.
Okay, you like the stirrups? I love the stirrups.
They're so fun.
Yep.
It's that classic look.
That one inside. It's going to be a full count here. As I said, Flewelling might not have very many hits, but his on-base percentage, 385. With those 4 walks. He's got a good eye. So Little's going to have to come after him here.
Hasn't been interested in biting at anything.
This one hit into left center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. They send the runner. Throw to the plate is not in time, and the Flyers will score another run. It is now 2-0 Clyde.
Yeah, we'll see if we got a replay of that one. No, we did not.
Boom, 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 boom. We'll have to chroma that out of the scene because it's green.
Is it We'll talk about it. I think I know what's going on, but that was a good hit there right up the middle. Drives in another Flyer run.
Swung on, foul tipped at the plate.
I don't know whose mask that got, but I think it was the umpires.
It was the ump. Yep. Coach comes out to check on him. He's okay. Flyers have done all this damage with 2 outs here.
2 out walks. They always come back to get you.
Jackson Little checks the runner. Comes set. The 0-1 swung on, hit to left. And this is going to go over the head of the left fielder all the way to the wall. It'll score another run. Whew. As Young in there safely at second base.
Man, I tell you what, he got every piece of that one. This is a big field here at Heidelberg.
Yeah, they're squaring up on him right now. I don't know what. They must be seeing the ball out of his hand really well because anything over the plate, they are just squaring up on right now. So
So I got our first Hope and Fostoria mound visit today.
All mound visits brought to you by our friends at Hope in Fostoria. Sign up for the Run for Hope 5K on May 9th and come together in support of mental health awareness and suicide prevention in our community. Late registrations are accepted all the way up until race day. However, in order to make sure you get a t-shirt in your size, you must sign up by April 23rd. So make sure you get signed up. Head on over to the Hope in Fostoria Facebook page. They have the registration link there. Once again, make sure you get signed up for that, folks. That is a great event. They're doing great things over there. Yeah, Rennell and all the great people over there at Hope in Fostoria, big shout out for everything they do for us and everything they do for the community as well.
I saw her last night. Went to see her kid in one of her musicals she has, and oh my gosh, it's incredible.
She's in a musical about every other week.
Yeah, she's in a group that like travels all over the country. So they were like in Rhode Island 2 weeks ago or something crazy like that.
That's so cool.
Right?
Yeah, she's a future star.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
She's got star power written all over. I went and seen the Annie musical.
Mm-hmm.
That was phenomenal. And
Yeah.
she, I mean, just knocked that one out of the park.
Oh, yeah. One of your old football kids is in it.
Yeah, Russell.
Yeah.
Russell did a good job in that one as well. Here's the 1-1. They show bunt, gets the bunt down. Little comes off to field it. Throw over to first is in time for out number 3. But the Flyers put 3 on the board. They lead at 3-0 as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. You have the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up next for Tiffin Columbian. Let's take a look at our keys to the game brought to you by our friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. As we mentioned, Tiffin Columbian coming into this one at 1-6, Clyde at 2-3. Columbian's keys to the game today, they need to be patient at the plate. I think it's going to be really key for them to just, make sure that they're not swinging at bad pitches.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a very good team batting average coming into this one, batting .202. So just make sure, if you're not getting the hits, you got to find a way to get on base somehow. So be patient at the plate and also play mistake-free defensively. As you saw there, obviously there's nothing you could do about that play, but you want to make sure that from this point forward, you got to try to play mistake-free
Right.
and limit the errors. For Clyde, take advantage of those mistakes if they happen. And they did. They took advantage of one of them already. And then also be aggressive at the plate because, Jacob, I don't think, they're not going to see very many good pitches tonight. Well, at least I didn't think they were going to. Jackson Little's a very good pitcher so far on the season and so far in his early career. I didn't think they were going to see very many good pitches, so I thought it's going to be important for them to be aggressive at the plate, and that's exactly what they've been doing. They've been jumping on anything near the plate.
Yeah, and it's not really Tiffin just hasn't shown up. I mean,
No.
They've done a pretty good job, too. They've been pretty patient, and they played clean defense, almost got a runner out at the plate, but Clyde has just taken advantage of the few pitches they've had to hit. They've socked him into the outfield and played wall ball.
Right. So once again, keys to the game brought to you by our friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. Leading things off for the Tornadoes here, Jamison Westner at the plate. Take a look at his batting stats here. The senior, Jamison Westner, hits this one into center field as the center fielder comes on to make the play for out number 1. I was going to tell you, Westner comes into this one second on the team in batting average at .263. .440 on-base percentage. He has a triple and 4 singles on the year, 4 RBIs and 4 walks. But next at the plate is Connor Reese. Currently third on the team with .235 batting average. He's got 3 singles and a double in 17 at-bats. 5 RBIs, 6 walks. That on-base percentage of .440. I mean, that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
That's pretty elite.
If you're getting on base almost half the time, you're doing a good job.
He watches that one in there for a strike. It's 1-2.
Took a little something off that on the mound.
Lance misses with that one. This one hit into left center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. So Connor Reese gets himself on board with a one-out base hit.
The first hit of the game, get your monkey off the back, and away we go.
That's right. That'll bring up Braden Egbert. Egbert playing shortstop here tonight. Time called.
They're going to call a balk,
That's a
I
balk.
think. I'm going to guess what happened is he might have not got set. Because you have to come to
Probably
that
what
stop.
happened. Yeah, you got to make sure you come to a stop before you come to the plate. Maybe that's something the coach told him to keep an eye out for. I'm not sure, but either way. This one grounded to third. Third baseman up with it. Throws it over to first for out number 2. Runner stays put at second base.
It's a good, solid play there. Look the runner back. Still have time to make the throw.
That'll bring up Blake Galden.
It'll bring him up.
Bling him up. Bling him up.
Ah.
Galden playing third base today. It's this one foul. Straight back. Out of play.
I think that might have gone into the softball field. Heard a lot of oohs and ahs.
Ooh. Who's playing over there? Is that Mount? I see purple.
I think it's Mount Union, yeah. So the Purple Raiders?
Purple Raiders.
Purple Raiders.
The 0-1 misses. It's 1-1. Galden comes into this one with 1 hit and 12 at-bats. He's got 3 walks and a run scored. And he watches that one over the inside corner of the plate. Strike 2.
You know, usually I don't see the rally caps out when you're a defender, but I think that kid down there has a rally cap on.
Swung on and missed. Tornadoes go down. They leave a runner stranded at second base. That's the end of the second inning. Clyde leads it 3-0 as we head to the third here at Peaceful Valley on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Jacob Studebaker Ellis on the call with me here today. Greg is probably watching at home laughing at that one. Brendan Blott on the camera. Emily Ackerman doing some shadow work here with us today. She's just about ready to start filling in on camera.
Oh, yeah. She does some stuff with me over at TU, too, and does a pretty solid job.
Getting them trained up.
Something like that.
Trying to give them the opportunities that they – it's just hard to find opportunities like this in this area.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it is.
and students that are going to Tiffin University for sports media, sports management, that kind of stuff. This provides a unique opportunity for them, so
Yeah.
we're happy to be there for them. 2-0 in there for a strike. Now, Jacob, you want to help me with this one? How do you think you say his name? Is it Yo?
Yoey?
Or is it Yoey? Or is it Yohi?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yo.
Yo.
Well, he's our player spotlight tonight. Because he's got some pretty impressive stats for a freshman, I'll tell you that. 12 at-bats. He's got 5 hits, 3 singles, 2 doubles. This one hit into center field. Bremeyer under it. Makes the catch for out number 1. Once again, our player spotlight brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. Drake Yo, Clyde freshman, third baseman, hitting .417 coming into this one. 2 RBIs, 5 hits, 12 at-bats, 4 walks, 2 stolen bases, and 6 runs scored. But in their win over Western Reserve yesterday, he was 1 for 1 with a double, a walk, and 3 runs scored, as he was also hit by a pitch. So he can find a way to get on base, and a lot of times he's going to come around and score.
That is definitely not too bad of a line, a box score there.
For a small sample size.
Oh, yeah.
Only 5 games so far for the Flyers, as that one swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 here on Flores. Flores 0 for 1. This one hit into the air in right field. Right fielder camps under it to make the play for out number 2. Colt Flores was one of our player of the games last year, I believe.
Oh, there you go.
Now at the plate. It doesn't help when it's just the first letter of the kid's name, so then I have to go find the kid. And all right, so what is his actual first name? Because I don't like just saying D. Brown.
Right.
So that's what sometimes you'll hear me like there's a pause. It's because I'm trying to find the kid's first name. Deacon Brown here at the plate. Hitting .385 on the year. Watches that one. Misses for a ball. It's 2-0.
Flyers get all 3 of their runs in the second with 2 outs.
This one hit into right field. Looks like it's going to be the right fielder's play. He makes it for out number 3. This time the Flyers go 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Clyde on top here at Peaceful Valley on the campus of Heidelberg University. Thanks for tuning in here with us. Nate Mullins and Greg, almost did it again. Jacob Studebaker Ellis.
That's all right, Dom. I forgive you.
It's like 3rd time now, almost.
That's okay.
3rd game, though. I'm just trying to get into the flow of things here, and it's been Greg every game so far. So
that's fair. He has been around a lot longer than I have.
It's all right, though. You deserve credit, too.
I appreciate it.
Jacob's doing a great job for us here today, as always. Well, you've been doing a lot of stuff, man.
Oh, my gosh.
You've been busy.
Yeah, I graduate assistant for broadcasting over at Tiffin University and have 4 or 5 games every week. Have a lacrosse game tomorrow at 10 a.m.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun. Is that why they moved the spring game? Because they had to play lacrosse instead?
Oh, man, I don't even know. I mean, lacrosse is very much the bigger sport.
I mean, come on now.
Honestly, though, the women's lacrosse team we're covering tomorrow, not too bad this year.
Yeah?
3rd in the conference.
That's awesome.
And just almost beat undefeated Findlay yesterday.
Cool.
Sat through 3 hours of weather delay.
That's really cool.
Yeah, for lacrosse, they don't. Doesn't matter if it's raining or as long as it's above 30 degree or negative 30 wind chill, they play. And we had to wait out the lightning clock, and so we played in the rain once the lightning clock ended, and
it just kept rolling, huh?
Yeah, started at 2, ended at about 8.
What up, buddy? How you doing? Good. Big shout out to our sponsors. Once again, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, Clouse Construction, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics. That first one misses. The Ohio Army National Guard and Feasel's Frame and Collision. That one misses low. 2-0 the count here. Blake Tucker at the plate. Tucker has been hit by a pitch this year and came around to score a run.
Ow.
Or no, he did not. But he did get hit by a pitch.
Oh, there you go.
He's only had 3 plate appearances. And now, Lance evens the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off third base side, out of play. Tucker, he stands in there about 6'3". Gives a big strike zone. This one fouled back into the net. 2-2. 3-0 Clyde here in the bottom of the third. Swung on and missed.
You know, hey, it was a long at bat though, and really out of the bottom of your order, that's kind of what your main goal is, just make the pitcher work for it.
Work the count, be patient. Make him pitch to you, you know?
And he did.
For Lance, that was pitch number 34. He's thrown 22 of those for strikes. He's got 3 strikeouts now, only giving up 1 hit. That one in there for a strike to Kyle Hepp. It's quickly 0-2. Hepp watches that one. Misses high. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Chased a bad pitch there. And Hepp goes down swinging. 4th strikeout of the game for Lance. Top of the order for the Tornadoes. Johnny Bremeyer steps to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. Catches the outside corner.
He hit a shot the short last time up.
Right at the shortstop. This one grounded down the third baseline. Foul. You got to beat that out anyway.
It's one of those few times you're like, I wish it was fair.
Bremeyer with those bright orange gloves. Gone are the days of the leather work gloves.
Did he used to wear them?
Carson Malott and the old Tiffin Columbian team. My first year covering Tiffin Columbian baseball, I thought it was so cool because all those kids would wear work gloves, like leather work gloves as batting gloves. It was so cool. It looked like real man stuff, you know what I mean?
How does that? I mean, like, I get it. It makes sense. It's technically a glove. I'm just trying to think how that gives you any sort of grip whatsoever.
I don't know. They looked really cool, though.
Yeah, hey. If you look cool and you win, I mean, that's...
They won.
They
won a lot of games.
Oh, yeah. That's what matters.
They won when it mattered, though. Like they were one of those teams that they didn't start out too hot, but then when it started getting warmer, they started warming up.
That seems to be a Columbian tradition because even last year they were sub 500 coming into the tournament, and they made a pretty big run. You mentioned it at the top of this. They knocked out the number 1 seed.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Lance. He's got 5 strikeouts now as we head to the 4th inning. Clyde on top, 3-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
On the call with you here, Brendan Blott on the main camera, along with Emily Ackerman down there. Doing a great job for us here today on a beautiful Friday evening at Peaceful Valley Field here at Heidelberg. 3-0 Clyde as we start the fourth inning of action. Jackson Little on the mound. Gave up 3 runs in the top of the second, but he sat down the Flyers 1-2-3 the last time out. Next up, we'll have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. This one popped up, first base side. Reese calls for it, makes the play for out number 1.
You know, I always love that pitchers are so giddy to try to get a pop-up. Infield never lets them get it, though, because it never leads to anything good.
You hear how loud Connor called him off on that, too. He's like, I got it!
It's like, you stick to doing what you do on the mound, I'll take care of the rest, man.
That was Nico Carroll, the batter. Dawson Jeffrey at the plate. Came around and scored the game's first run after drawing a walk. After he was down in the count 0-2, came back and earned a free bag. And then scampered all the way around to home on a botched play in left field. The 2-0 swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Jackson Little. The 2-1 swung on and missed. And it's quickly 2-2. Just as quick as it was 2-0.
It's crazy. It's like it's 2 for each.
This one swung on, popped up foul, and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. In the top of the fourth, Clyde leading 3-0. Little comes set. Here's the 2-2. Up high, full count.
Every bit of him wanted to swing at that.
Mm-hmm. That's hard to lay off of.
Yeah.
That high, stinky cheddar.
Oh, yeah, at eye
Man.
level, you think you can crank it out of here.
Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed. Jackson Little with the strikeout on pitch number 59. That is strikeout number 4 for Jackson Little. 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk through 3 2/3 innings.
Ooh.
That one swung on, foul tip, got a little piece of it.
Yeah. Kind of looked like he was chopping wood there.
That one in there for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Peyton Hill, not Peyton Hillis, Peyton Hill at the plate.
This guy wasn't on the cover of Madden?
No. Swung on and missed. 0-2. And I'll tell you what, that was a nasty pitch on an 0-2 count. He just went golf swinging for that one. Flyers go 1-2-3. It's still 3-0 Clyde as we head to the fourth inning. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here on the last-minute adjustment. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, Clouse Construction, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision, all proud sponsors bringing you high school baseball all season long right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, want to add your name to that list? Shoot us an email, sales@heartofohiosports.com, or you can shoot me a text if you want, 567-207-5041. Be thrilled to add any new names to the list here. Help us bring high school baseball to our fans in the area. We'll be on the call hopefully tomorrow morning as we've got our eyes on the weather for that one. But I'm telling you what, Jacob, it made me nervous when I saw they moved the spring game, and that was supposed to be scheduled for noon tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
We have a game that we're supposed to be calling at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Well, if they move the spring game, chances are they're probably not going to be playing this game tomorrow. And I was really looking forward to this one because this is Calvert versus Seneca East.
Ooh.
Two teams playing some really good baseball to start the year. So hopefully they play it. If not, we'll keep our eye on the remake date, or, if they push it to later in the day, we'll keep our eye on it. Either way. Yeah. But keep your eyes peeled for our social media page tomorrow morning for updates. But we should be tomorrow morning at Zip Zoller Field for Calvert versus Seneca East.
What a fun name.
Well, it was even more fun the way I used to say it, but then I got corrected. So Zip Zoller, doesn't that sound better than Zip Zoller? But that's not how it's said, so I have to say it right. So I want to say it right.
Well, of course, yeah.
The 1-0. Ooh, just missed with that one. I think that's Jace Arias back at the plate, so that's good to see.
It's good to see him come back in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is.
I'm very good to see him back into the game here. The 2-1.
Oh, yeah. Well, the big worry, at least for me personally, was I was worried it might have hit his nose or something and kind of done that.
I didn't know the way he came off with the towel on his face. I'm like, man, that's probably going to be pretty nasty. But this one fouled at the plate. Well, he's getting beat up today. Look at him fouled off his foot there.
Whew. I think that time he's like, I miss what pain feels like. Give me a little reminder.
That one misses outside. It's a full count. Arias putting together a nice at-bat here.
Yeah, Tiffin, they draw a ton of walks.
The 3-2 fouled back. And this is now an 8-pitch at-bat here.
Ooh. Yeah, I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, their on-base percentages team-wise is basically double their batting average. So this is their bread and butter so far.
And that one inside, and he walked him. He either walked him or hit him. I couldn't tell. One or the other. Either way, he's at first base with a leadoff runner aboard for Jackson Little. Little leading the team in batting average. This is exactly who you want at the plate right now.
Yeah. And the pitcher can help himself out here.
First pitch in there for a strike, runner off, and the throw off the mark, and Arias in there safely with a steal. Yeah. So he was off on first movement.
Saw a really good angle of that on the pitch cam.
Yeah.
So good job, Brandon and Emily.
Great job out there, Cam.
Oh, yeah, Cam, you're right, you're right. Sorry, I almost called him the Wizard.
Almost. That one missed. It's 1-1. Righty-lefty matchup here. Arias takes the lead at second. Here's the 1-1. That one misses outside, 2-1. This one swung on, fouled off to the left. 2-1. 3-0 Clyde here in the bottom of the fourth, but the Tornadoes with a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Jackson Little at the plate. 2-2 count. Pitch swung on and missed. Throw down to third is not in time. The runner will be off to first, and he's going to be safe on the strikeout because the ball got away from the catcher.
What a wonky play.
You'll have a strikeout, but no out recorded as the ball gets away from the catcher, and instead of going for the first base for the sure out, they go to third trying to get the runner at third, trying to get that lead runner. Now you got runners at first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting them to steal, but, I mean, as a catcher, your eyes light up when you see someone trying to steal third because you think that's easiest play you can make. And good effort there by the hitter to scamper down to first.
Coach wants to come out and have a word with Blue, just making sure everything's on the up and up.
Yeah, Jake Strayer, who played at Bellevue. Now he's coaching at Clyde.
I bet he was a bomber in his day.
Oh, he...
A runner off. And the throw down to third. They got the runner in a rundown here. Arias is going to be tagged out for out number 1. Little will be back safely at second base. But the runner was off from first.
Yeah, that is one of those, with runners in the corners, you can't get too jumpy over there at third. And
with the runner off, you almost want to just kind of concede and just stay at your bag. Let him take that. But I think what he was doing was trying to draw the throw off, and he just got caught in no man's land out there.
Yeah. And really good job defensively. It's hard to get that kind of rundown rotation defensively, but well-coached team.
1 out. Runner at second base for Jamison Westner. That one in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and the runner will scamper his way down to third base. So either way, a runner will be at third.
Yeah. That was a good effort, though, by the backstop. Not being lazy, getting down.
Keeping it knocked down.
Right. Got that padding for a reason. Might as well use it.
Absolutely. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Westner fouls this one. No, this is going to be playable, actually. Right fielder under it. Makes the play for out number 2. The runner will tag. The throw to the plate is going to be in time. They got him. What a throw from the right fielder. Whoo! Drake Yo just absolutely gunned him out from right field. What a throw. And the Flyers had runners on, first and third, nobody out, and they get out of the jam with no runs scored. Tornadoes missed an opportunity there. We head to the 5th inning. It's 3-0 Clyde here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Thanks for tuning in here with us on the Pulse of the Buckeye State. Jackson Little starts his 5th inning of work here. For Little, he's sitting at 62 pitches. Through 4 innings, he's given up 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He struck out 5 and walked 1.
Pretty solid day. I mean, outside of that second inning, he has been pretty solid out there.
Well, I don't know what it was about that second inning, but they saw the ball really well off his hand, teed off on him.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, he's been in command.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of I don't think he's really walked anyone since. He's been ahead of the count.
2 straight shutout innings.
Which is the big key.
This one hit to short and right through the infield for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Flewelling. Mason Flewelling come into this one with just 1 hit. That's hit number 2.
And that didn't look like someone who only has 1 hit on the season.
Well, that's a second hit today, so.
Oh.
That's why I say that's hit number 2 today. This one bunted foul. Didn't quite get squared up on that one. Got some scores from around the area here as Calvert leading New Regal 1-0. That game currently in the bottom of the 3rd. Throw over to first.
Ooh,
not in time. Runner back safely. Margaretta leading Hopewell Loudon. That game in the bottom of the 3rd. It's 3-1 Polar Bears. Kellen Frankert on the mound for... I'm sorry, he wasn't on the mound. This one bunted in front of the home plate. Third baseman comes off, fields it, throws to first for out number 1. But he does his job, advances the runner to second base.
Productive outs.
That'll be 1 out. And it'll bring up Young. Actually, it's Greenslade at the plate now. Joel Greenslade, 0 for 2 on the day today. Comes into this one batting .214. First pitch outside.
First base been playing really in here, looking for another bunt.
And from the lefty, or the righty, that's about where it would be. Down that first baseline, you want to get the third baseman over there, or get that runner at second down to third. The 1-0. In there for a strike. It's a nice pitch.
Okay. I thought he caught it a ball, and I was going to say.
Were you going to challenge? You give the
Oh, yeah, you know.
the old hat tap.
Nothing says good idea like challenging against the home team.
The 1-1. High.
It's one of those first signs someone's getting tired is when they stop finishing their pitches and start missing up high like that. So interesting to see if that's just kind of a one-time deal or it keeps happening.
Little at 68 pitches here. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there. Blew it by him.
Okay. I think he's good.
Had a little gas in the tank for that one. He's probably listening to you like, who's this guy up in the box? Get out of here.
This Little League 200 hitter. Can't tell me what to do.
This one popped up on the infield. First base side, Reese makes the play for out number 2. The senior, Connor Reese. One of a handful of seniors on this team. There's a lot of experience and a lot of youth on this team as well. It's kind of crazy. It's like a good mix of some freshmen, sophomores, and then there's some junior seniors on this team.
Yeah. Well, this kid on the mound, freshman, sophomore this year?
Sophomore.
Yeah. And then
Jake Hepp, the second baseman, he's a freshman.
Yeah. So, when you guys lose guys like Reese and Bremeyer next year, you got
Kyle
pieces to,
Showing my age with that one.
got pieces to fill the gaps.
And that one misses. But they've gotten off to a slow start this year. They played some really good teams. And that's kind of what you want. You want to start out with some good competition to see where you're at. Those measuring stick games are very important in the early going. It reveals a lot about your team and reveals what you need to work on.
Yeah, and this is a good comparison game. These two teams have, I think, a couple similar opponents. The big one being, not to bring up Bellevue again, but they've both played Bellevue. Clyde lost by 10, and Tiffin lost 5-2.
Yep.
So, I don't know, kind of a good, you've both played the same team, and I guess maybe a test to how consistent you are.
That's right.
I was going somewhere with that, and I lost it.
Hey, it happens.
Just got to improv, and they got him.
Got the runner in a pickoff here. And that'll be out number 3. Flewelling was in scoring position, but gets himself recorded as an out there. And it'll be the final out in the top of the 5th as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-0 Clyde here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, Clouse Construction, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision, all proud sponsors bringing you high school baseball right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State. A big shout out to our instant replay sponsor, Clouse Construction. We're still having some issues with that. I hope we get that sorted out. It's something that we thought we had figured out before we left, and evidently it's not really figured out, so we'll get it sorted out and we'll get it ready for tomorrow's game. Nevertheless, when you need to get it done and you don't know where to start, folks, just trust Clouse Construction to guide you through your project from conception to completion. We might have issues with the replay system, but they never have issues with their systems at all. I mean, they get it right the first time, every time. Trust the experts at Clouse Construction with any of your design build needs. They are Ohio's design build contractor, especially here in the Northwest section. I mean, you don't get any better than Clouse Construction when it comes to design build contractors. And I mean, they really do a lot. And we're staring at one of their big projects right there across from us. The big Death Star
oh my gosh,
thing.
Yeah. The new field house from Heidelberg. But I think you gave him a catchy line there, the conception to completion.
I love it.
It's pretty good.
We start the bottom of the 5th. Clyde leading 3-0. Connor Reese leads it off for Tiffin Columbian. First pitch misses. Reese 1 for 1 on the day. Laced a single just over the shortstop into left center field the last time up. That is the only hit of the game for the Tornadoes.
It's the only hit?
Only hit of the game.
Sheesh, stealing out there.
Yes, he is. And he's got 1 walk as well. Audius earned himself that walk and then was thrown out at third. This one hit in between short and third. Third baseman up with it. Over to first for out number one. Seemed like that was almost like a check swing. He didn't really go all the way through with it, kind of like.
Yeah, he realized halfway, and that was one of those, I don't even know how he hit it.
It just like kind of slapped it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That'll bring up Braden Egbert, the shortstop. First pitch outside. Lance, that was pitch number 63 on the day. But he is cruising right now. This one hit foul.
He's throwing whatever he wants, whenever and wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Just dealing.
He's locating, too. That's the thing. He's not really throwing very many wild pitches.
Yeah.
As that one's in the dirt.
I didn't realize this kid is also Clyde's quarterback.
Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Lance. That'll be strikeout number 7 on the day. Two outs. That'll bring up Braden Egbert. Man, he is just locating.
Yeah, he's in such a rhythm right now, and it's such a good feeling when you're on the mound, just knowing that you got your A game today.
And maybe you throw away my key to the game today. I told him to be patient at the plate, but I don't know if that's going to work today because he is just absolutely locating. Tornadoes go 1, 2, 3 there in the bottom of the 5th. It's still 3-0 Clyde. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Put your game face on. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Trying to get things sorted out. It's a process putting these things together. We got all the film. We went out and recorded a couple of commercial shoots. We got one with this Tiffin Columbian baseball team. We got one with the Seneca East baseball team as well. So we'll be putting out some new commercials over the course of the next couple of weeks. But that was the first one. We want to give a big shout out to Ava Elrick from Tiffin Calvert Softball for being our star athlete in that one. She was phenomenal to work with. And I think the results speak for themselves because I thought that commercial turned out really good. Big shout out to Greg the Wizard Kinn for his help with that one.
Yeah, that's honestly one of the really fun parts about working with Who's is just getting to know all the local athletes and, just getting involved with them. And, I mean, even it was fun last year. We would always joke because Jacoby Ellis. So I remember he saw me at like a fair or something over the summer. He's like, hey, I know you from Who's. We have the same name.
We still have to do a commercial with you two.
We do.
Maybe we'll do it like you're calling the game and then just have him come in and sit down and.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
We'll do the Spider-Man meme.
Oh, my gosh.
2 balls, 1 strike. This one hit into the air. First base side. That's going to hit fair. right inside the line, and it gets down in between two Columbian fielders there.
It's one of those Bermuda triangles on a baseball diamond, and a couple guys think they can get to it, and outfielders they're thinking, I'm coming in, I have the best shot to get it, but no one wants to give. And it's when that competitiveness in you kind of backfires, and no one gets it.
So for Yohi, I'm gonna say it 4 different ways tonight. I'll get it right at least once, right? Clock's right twice a day, right? Broken clock right twice a day, something like that. But either way, got himself a base hit there.
He could do the Wizard of Oz thing with the monkeys, like yo.
Flyers have a base runner at first, nobody out. Swung on and missed. Colt Flores at the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Went down on strikes. Last time up. I love that. It's your box.
Mm-hmm.
And they step out. That's your box. It is his box. You know that?
Yeah, true. Yeah, he owns it.
The 1-1. Swung on, fouled back.
No cars were harmed in the making of that foul ball?
I hope not. I heard a lot of people going, ooh.
I don't think anyone's got hit. Maybe. Oh.
It's not the blue one, is it?
No. I just said ooh because I realized how many cars were back there.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I was like, uh-oh.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit to third, right past the glove of the third baseman. That one was smoked off the bat of Colt Flores.
Yeah, and over there at the hot corner, Golden tried to lay it and went right under the glove, and it's a base hit.
We do have one other player spotlight to get to. We got to talk about our player spotlight for Tiffin Columbian. Once again, brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. Greg did a phenomenal job with this graphic here today. Jackson Little is our spotlight player today. We talked about his approach on the plate. I talked about his pitching stats, but on the mound, I should say, pitching stats. But here is his approach at the plate as he leads the team in batting average. He's got 11 hits in 24 at-bats, 3 RBIs, 5 runs scored. Once again, batting .458 on the year with a clean 1,000 OPS. Player Spotlight brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. When you want to look your best under the spotlight, you head to Vicek Orthodontics. This one hit into left field, and I don't think the left fielder has to move much for it. He camps underneath of it and makes the play for out number 1. Runners will stay at first and second.
Big out number 1 there for Little on the mound. Needed to see that his defense was going to have his back. And a good job out there in left field to make the play.
Jackson Little sitting at 84 pitches now. That'll bring up Nico Carroll. This one fouled back and out of play and nearly, I think that was Paul Shoemaker down there.
I heard some
Never mind. Definitely not Paul. Somebody nearly got smoked. He wasn't paying attention. He was looking at
well, the way he was
else.
bent over afterwards, I thought he got plunked.
It was close.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. Fouled back. Boy, they're fouling a lot of these pitches back.
Uh-huh.
Just underneath of some of these.
Does insurance cover that if you get hit by a baseball at
Yes.
a high school? Okay.
For my car, it does.
Okay, there you go.
Full coverage. And I made sure that was included.
Good call.
Yeah, it was after the first year. I was like, yeah, I'm parking too close to some of these fields. I need to make sure.
Yeah, well, especially some of these fields we go to don't have the press boxes, so we just park right behind the plate. And
this one hit in between short and third into the outfield for a base hit. They'll keep the runner at third, so you'll have bases loaded with one out. Whew. And strolling to the plate. I think this is Dawson Jeffrey. 0 for 1 on the day, and we're going to have a mound visit brought to you by our friends at Hope in Fostoria with the bases loaded here with one out. Little sitting at 88 pitches. Let's see if they're going to let him get out of this jam or if they're going to call in a teammate to try to save, because that's such a hard situation to come into. One out, bases loaded. It's like, man.
Yeah, and it really hasn't been. I mean, Little's been, they'll keep him in. I think that's the right call, but he's been throwing strikes, doing everything he needs to. It's just Flyer bats. When you're hot, you're hot. And they have a really good shot to just blow this thing wide open. It's one of those big test moments for Little here early in the season.
Bases loaded with one out. Dawson Jeffrey at the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Jackson Little into a little bit of a jam here. Bases loaded with one out. Comes set, and we got a time called at the plate. That's a little bit of chess right there.
Yeah.
It's basically like Jeffrey said, all right, you make me wait, I'm going to make you wait.
Mm-hmm.
We can wait a little bit longer. How about that? First pitch, high and outside. You got nowhere to put him, so you got to come after him.
Yeah, and he knows that at the dish. We'll see if he gets the green light or he's asked to take a strike.
The 1-0 in there, catches the outside corner for a strike. He couldn't have done anything with that one.
No. Corners in here infield at or middle, I think about double play depth.
Little comes set. Here's the 1-1. This one fouled back. And it's now 1-2. One thing I will say about this Flyers team, they are not very aggressive on the base paths. Just 4 stolen bases on the year.
It is station to station. But, I mean, I think that's also a testament to how much the coaches trust these guys with the bats of, I could like that, holding the runner at third there, knowing that next guy up kind of mentality. You don't have to force it when you're just doing well with the sticks.
This one hit into the air, up the elevator shaft.
Infield fly was called.
Jackson Little makes the catch for out number 2, and that's a big out right there with the bases loaded. Now you got to force at any plate.
Yeah, and he was saying, there's only so many times you can call me off. I'm taking this one. But definitely a big out there, keeps the bases loaded.
Peyton Hill checks his swing, but couldn't hold up.
Yeah. And if he can get out of this, that gives you some momentum and some hype with the bats too. And he should get another chance to hit soon, so maybe he'll help himself out.
The 0-1. Misses high. Hill 1 for 2 on the day. He's got an RBI and a strikeout. RBI double. Last time he was up, or time before that, sorry, back in the second inning. That went high. It's 2-1.
Clyde's had a really disciplined approach today. You're not getting them to chase anything right now.
Well, and Little has been kind of nibbling a little bit, you know? The 2-1. That one catches the corner of the plate. It's 2-2.
Hey, he has enough confidence to do it and it's working, by all means, don't give him a meatball until you have to.
I feel like Little has been battling all day, but he's been staying in the game, and
there he goes.
There's a big strikeout for Jackson Little to end the inning. He's been battling all day, and that was a huge out for the sophomore. But now you turn the ball back over to Lance, who has been absolutely dealing. And now these Tornadoes, they got to come up with something here.
Yeah, you got to get at least one here.
Lance,
makes it bottom of the seventh a little easier.
7 strikeouts and a walk, and just 1 hit allowed through 5 innings. Very impressive. And that last inning was just 1, 2, 3, just mowed him right down.
Yeah, he's had a couple of those, and, Columbian, I think, wanted to wait him out and try to get him to walk some runs in, but he has been on point today. So, it's like the point you made. They just eventually got to start swinging.
Thrown 68 pitches, 46 of those for strikes. That is just, he's locating.
Even at a big league level, that's an impressive strike percentage.
You got to wonder if they'll close the book on Jackson Little. 98 pitches through 6 innings, 6 hits allowed, 3 earned runs. He allowed a walk, and he struck out 6, including that big one with the bases loaded to get out of the jam there.
And he did a good job on the mound. All you ask out of a starter is to keep your team in the game. And
he threw it down, and nobody was waiting for it.
Shortstop shrugged his shoulders and looked at it.
That was good.
Whew.
Let's see. We have if my game changer would update here.
Nope.
First pitch misses high.
Good hack.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh.
And that one, nice pitch there from Jonathan Lance.
Yeah, I think he saw Little get a strike call down in that lower corner and said, I'll see what I can do with it. Oh, pain.
Strike 3 called. Goes down looking.
When you were hitting that outside edge, tough.
3-0 Clyde as Kyle Hepp steps to the plate. Swung on and missed. Ethan Wilcox was the previous batter.
And it's so easy to be here and say, well, with that outside pitch, they just got to have an opposite field approach. But that is, mentally you have to be there, and then you have to adjust physically to that kind of approach, and that's a really tough adjustment to make on the fly.
Absolutely. That's a great point. Here's the 1-1. Hepp watches that one high. 2-1 the count. Johnny Bremeyer in the on-deck circle. Hepp fouls this one away. Evens the count at 2-2.
Love to get Hepp on with the leadoff hitter on deck.
Hepp, 2 hits in 15 at-bats. Swung on and missed. And another strikeout for Lance. That is strikeout number 9. And Jacob, I think that's 4 in a row now.
I think so. He's just tough to hit right now.
Just absolutely mowing him down right now.
Yeah, you've said it time and time again. It's just wherever he wants to throw it, just into a teacup.
It's called throwing a pea through a keyhole right now.
There you go. You ever try doing that? Awful, would you rather do that or find a needle in a haystack?
Bremeyer fouls this one back. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Jonathan Lance, that was pitch number 77 on the day. Sorry, 78. So he's getting up there, but he's not anywhere near that limit that they're looking for. So
anything under 15 an inning, you're usually pretty good.
He's been cruising, though.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a couple of innings where he's had less than 10 pitches to get through it. So
even those strikeouts, it's 4 or 5 pitches max.
The 2-1 paints the outside corner, and it's now 2-2.
You just got to put your toes on that inside part of the box and just be able to reach. I think Bremer have something in his eye there. He's wiping something away.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here's the pitch in the dirt. And it's a full count here on Johnny Bremeyer. If you didn't get a chance, go check out the game day poster Greg put together for today's game. We took the picture. That one fouled at the plate. Stays a full count. But he took the picture that we took on media day of Johnny and made a cartoon image of it and a version of it. I thought it was so cool. He did a great job with it.
Cool. Gives me like a Jose Canseco Bash Brother kind of vibe.
Yeah. And a swing and a miss. Ball gets away.
Ooh.
And throw down to first is in time for out number 3. Tornadoes go 1-2-3 once again. Jonathan Lance, 9 strikeouts through 6 innings. We'll step aside, take a timeout. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
After an injury or surgery, adults are often prescribed opioids or stimulants, powerful drugs that help with pain or focus. But when unused or expired medications linger, they pose serious risks: misuse, addiction, or accidental poisoning, especially for children. Seneca County has 5 locations where you can safely dispose of medications. Take it to the box or use a deter bag at home to deactivate them safely and permanently. Prevent misuse, protect your family, dispose safely. Learn more or request a free Deterra-Safe disposal bag at carsa.org. Prevention starts with you.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
For today's SBC Lake matchup between the 1-6 Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes and the 2-3 Clyde Fliers. Flyers lead it 3-0 as we start the 7th inning. We have a mound visit here as pitching change qualifies as a mound visit, brought to you by our friends at Hope in Fostoria. Blake Galden comes into the game for Tiffin Columbian. Get a look at his pitching stats here in just a moment. First pitch. Fouled off at the plate.
Yeah, watching him warm up, he looked like he has some pretty solid stuff.
He does. It's got a nice movement to it as he drops that one in there for a strike. It's 0-2.
Yeah, you can have a good high school career with a pitch like that.
Galden, a junior on the season. This is his 6th appearance. First in relief. He's had 5 starts before this one. He is 0-3 on the year. He's given up 21 runs, 13 of those earned. Struck out 16, walked 9. Batters are hitting .349 against him this year. This one hit into the air on the infield. Second baseman squeezes it for out number 1.
It's the start to the inning you want right there. Just a harmless pop-up in the infield.
So, Jacob, how do you feel about the sunglasses on the hat when you're in the field? Like,
defeats the purpose.
That's I kind of have always thought that. I'm like, it's more of an accessory at that point, you know, like.
I will say one of my favorite things to laugh at in a game is when someone loses it in the sun and they have it on their head like that.
That's kind of where I went with that, because I see the second baseman has his on, but you get the shortstop out there with his on his hat. And I'm thinking, second baseman might not have made that play had he not had his sunglasses on. Might have lost that one, you know?
Yeah, especially this time of day.
The 1-1 misses. 2-1.
Yeah, I just want to know where the thought of, what if I just put these on my hat so I can't use them? I just want to know.
Adam Young at the plate, 1 for 1 on the day. It's a 3-1 count here on Young. Came into this one with 2 hits. He's got another one. This one fouled back. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This one fouled. No, this one popped up. Right side. Sometimes when it comes off the bat and goes out of vision, it looks like it's going to be fouled back.
Well, you were right. It was a foul ball. So
the first baseman makes the put out for out number 2.
One of the games I was calling in, Tiffin Cooper, one of the camera guys here for Heart of Ohio, does the PA, and there was something I said, pass ball. I thought it went over the dugout. It didn't. And I said, I think that went over the dugout. And he went, not even close. We just all started dying. So I get it.
That is definitely a Cooper liner right there.
He's a quiet kid. He's got some one-liners that just catch you off guard.
Yeah, he's got some he's got some wittiness to him for sure. That's why he fit right in.
Oh, yeah.
Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Blake Galden. Joel Greenslade at the plate, 0 for 3 on the day.
Oh, that was
strike 3 called. Nice pitch there by Blake Galden. The Flyers go 1-2-3. It stays 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
You know it's a nasty breaking ball when you see the hitter start to back out thinking it's going to hit him.
So for the Tornadoes, you'll have the 2-3-4 hitters due up next. They are still looking for their second hit of the game, Jacob.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, the one hit was a CNI single that kind of squeaked through the infield. But I tell you what, this kid on the mound, he has had game of his life. Jonathan Lance just absolutely shoving. And I think one of the big things is he hasn't been thrown inside at all, not giving these hitters anything that they like to hit.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, with 2 strikes, eventually you got to choke up and change the approach. And Tornadoes haven't really been doing that. Lance is just taking advantage of it.
10 strikeouts through 6 innings. Just 1 hit and 1 walk. So 2 base runners through 6. And he still has plenty of gas left in the tank, sitting at 84 pitches. So unless the Tornadoes are able to rough him up a little bit here and bat around, he's got some pretty solid numbers in this one.
When you have more runs than the other team has base runners, you're usually going to win the game.
Typically, yes. That's how it works.
That's
Jace Arias will lead it off for Tiffin Columbian. Arias 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Also has 2 stolen bases.
And a black eye.
After exiting the game with a shiner off the cheekbone.
Oh, I bet. Right now, I'm sure he's still got a little bit of adrenaline, not fully feeling it. Whew, in the morning. That's going to be a fun time.
Yeah. The 1-0. This one fouled to the first base side, and it's going to get just out of play for the first baseman. Gave it a chase, but
yeah.
Carroll unable to make the play there.
That was a good effort.
1 ball, 1 strike here on Audius. In the dirt. And that's going to be the approach here by Tiffin Columbian in this bottom frame here. They're going to have to be patient.
Yeah, Lance has not been making a lot of mistakes, so you just got to foul anything you can off and have a good eye at the dish.
He squeaked that one right over the plate for strike number 2.
He's just been living right there, low and outside corner.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 11 for Jonathan Lance.
Pulled the string on what looked like a changeup there and just had Arias all out of sorts.
I wonder if Lance is a PO. This one hit down the third base line, fair. Jackson Little rounds first, but he'll stay there. So with a 1-out single, Tornadoes will have a base runner for just the 3rd time in this ball game.
He hit that thing on a rope down the left field line and, got yanked as the pitcher, but still wanted to make an impact, and he's on first base now. But you're wondering if he's a P. What is a PO?
Pitcher only.
Oh.
I don't see him in the lineup, so.
Oh, yeah, it might be.
This one popped up first base side, and it's going to get out of play.
See if that hit gets the momentum going. Maybe Columbians found something, but like I was saying, they have got to have the opposite field approach, and as soon as Little had that approach, got a base hit.
Jamison Westner at the plate. Watches that one in the turf. Runner off. Throw down to second is high, and Jackson Little in there safely with a stolen base.
Now you got a runner in scoring position. This is a great opportunity to get that first run and hopefully get 2 more after that.
They're going to say that was on a wild pitch, so they're not going to give him a stolen base.
Yeah. He always wanted it as a runner, but
He was off on the pitch anyway.
Well.
2 balls, 1 strike. Lance comes set. Here's the pitch. Catches the inside corner. That's been consistent all day. That call has been there.
Yeah, it's been a pretty big strike zone today.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
There's
consistent.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Westner goes down swinging. And the Tornadoes down to their final out.
Man, what an impressive outing by Lance today.
12 strikeouts on the day for Jonathan Lance. Just an absolutely stellar performance.
And it's such late break on this break and stuff, too.
That went high and outside.
Like, it probably looks like it's going to be a strike for about 55 feet, and then it just... Whoop.
His presence on the mound reminds me of, like, a young Mark Pryor.
Okay.
Like just the way he his imposing stance on the mound, straight up kind of farm boy hat, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's got that kind of lanky kind of physique.
Here's the 1-1. This one hit into center field. Center fielder under it, makes the play for out number 3. And that's the ball game. Jonathan Lance goes the distance and shuts out the Tornadoes on just 2 hits allowed, 12 strikeouts. Phenomenal performance tonight here by the pitcher for the Flyers.
Definition of dominance out there.
Step aside. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with a post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll tell you who the player of the game is. I bet you got a couple guesses.
Probably.
Once again, we'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
After an injury or surgery, adults are often prescribed opioids or stimulants, powerful drugs that help with pain or focus. But when unused or expired medications linger, they pose serious risks: misuse, addiction, or accidental poisoning, especially for children. Seneca County has 5 locations where you can safely dispose of medications. Take it to the box or use a deter bag at home to deactivate them safely and permanently. Prevent misuse, protect your family, dispose safely. Learn more or request a free Deter Safe disposal bag at carsa.org. Prevention starts with you.
Put your game face on. Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, and we're back here with the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union postgame show. Nate Mullins and Jacob Studebaker Ellis on the call with you here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Brendan Blott and Emily Ackerman did a great job for us today on the camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the Pulse of the Buckeye State. Clyde with a big win over Tiffin Columbian. 3-0 is your final score. And I'll tell you what, these Tornadoes, they were baffled at the plate today. They didn't know what was coming. And a lot of that had to do with the approach of Jonathan Lance, the pitcher here for the Clyde Fliers today. Stellar performance on the mound from start to finish. He was in control, in command. Just took 98 pitches to get through this one. 23 batters faced in 98 pitches. That's a pretty impressive stat right there.
Yeah, and sometimes you can change your approach, try all the new things you want, but sometimes that guy on the mound has just got his A game, and there is nothing you can do. That was the case today, and that 3-run second inning for the Flyers was all he needed to get what looked like pretty effortless win for him on the mound.
Yeah. 7 innings of shutout ball, 12 strikeouts, just 1 walk and 2 hits allowed on the day for the hurler. And I tell you what, he is going to take home our Benchwarmers, a restaurant and delivery player of the game today. As you know, you can talk all you want about the runs scored and how they scored the runs, and you got to score runs in order to win the game. But when you hold the other team to 0, all you need is 1. Yeah. So at that point, you got to give credit where credit's due. The pitching in this game was phenomenal by both teams. Jackson Little did a phenomenal job. Blake Galden came in support and did a great job with the 1-2-3 7th. But the man of the hour tonight, all the credit goes to Jonathan Lance. Phenomenal job on the mound tonight.
Yeah, and this was, like you said, this was a pitcher's duel and a half. Both guys had their, best stuff. And, in high school, it's nice just to appreciate a dominant outing like Lance had today and a very well-deserved recipient of the Benchwarmers Player of the Game.
So we'll see if we can catch up with him and get an interview here before they get on the bus. At least get a picture of him with the belt and the gift card to Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. But either way, we're going to wrap this one up, folks. Big win for the Clyde Fliers as they even their record at 3-3 on the year. And Tiffin Columbian continues their frustrating start to the year as they fall to 1-7 overall. That's going to do it for Brendan Blott, Emily Ackerman, and Jacob Studebaker Ellis. I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Peaceful Valley Field here on the campus of Heidelberg University. Once again, Clyde with the big win, 3-0 over Tiffin Columbian here in this SBC Lake rivalry matchup. Thanks.